Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time. Pouring takes at the Underdog.
At the Underdog.
Here's your host, Charlie Van and Rayya.
There we go. I like it.
That
We
was
need
fancy.
It's an experiment.
There we go.
Was that real?
Yeah, I did that.
No, I mean like.
Oh, I thought we were live.
Recording.
We were recording. This is on. We're doing it.
Oh, wow.
This is it.
Hey, we're doing it, not
We're
live.
Doing the thing. But I do like the idea of entering with a voiceover.
I know.
It feels a little bit more official. Like, you know, when you go to a Mavs game or a Stars game and they announce the starting lineup, I feel like this needs to be a staple for us.
All right. Well, I'll just do it forever now.
I'm
In
excited.
the starting lineup.
I am so excited. Well, welcome to Pouring Takes here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. After a week of me recovering from a nasty cold, it is good to be back. I got my Michelob Ultra, the happy hour price. Happy hour now goes till 8 o'clock here at Underdog. So get in here, have fun, play some pool, poker on Mondays. We now have karaoke, throw it back karaoke with
That's
Mr.
right.
Tanner on Wednesdays. And they have started doing trivia with Geeks Who Drink on Thursdays. So always something going on here at Underdog.
That's right, man.
And, Rhea, I know you like brunch. Tanner, you like brunch?
I like brunch.
Well, brunch, you can have it here on Saturdays and Sundays, so come on, stop by. I believe around 11 o'clock.
Right
have
on,
some
dude.
brunch.
That is the correct time for brunch.
Yep. So,
Wait, are you like an early brunch person or a late brunch person? Because technically the window is 11 to 3.
I mean, past noon, it's lunch for me.
I am late because I am a musician and I keep musicians' hours.
That's my favorite saying of yours, by the way. I actually like quote you on that sometimes. I earlier the better, because we all know when Rhea gets a mimosa, it's not just going to be one. I'd probably drink one of those carafes all by myself
Yeah?
in one sitting.
Oh,
all
I've
by
seen
myself.
it done.
So when do you catch a cold, all that vitamin C?
Yeah.
Right? I do my mimosas the Dallas way. Do you know what that is?
Just a little toot.
Damn right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no extra sugar for me. I have
No.
all the sweetness
I usually
needed.
just order the Prosecco. I can just kind of get a glass of Prosecco, and
Or
they're like, yeah, here.
there's certain bars where you can buy the bottle for like $20, $25 and just sip it straight out of the bottle.
Hey,
Ooh. I
Shout
like
wanna
that.
look real
Shout
cool.
out River Pig on Lower
do
Greenville.
they bring
do
it
that.
to you with a sparkler in it?
No,
like
they
at the
don't. But they
club?
bring you like a little setup where you can like choose your juices. So it doesn't necessarily. You can do orange, pineapple, cranberry, and I think
Delish.
there's
You
one
get
more.
a little
but
setup.
you know, I'm with you. I'd rather just raw dog the prosecco.
Oh, yeah, man. Just trying to have a good time.
Right. Definitely.
She definitely takes a drink for that one.
Yeah. Cheers.
What we got on the docket today, y'all?
Heck yeah. Well, I mean, what a weekend for all of us.
I know we all got to cross paths, which is a rarity.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Got
Well,
to
I see
see-
Charlie about 4 times a week.
Yeah, that's usually.
Well, it's me. I'm the problem. I'm always the problem. But we got to see Tanner's band Double Bear play at Nova during the Bishop Arts Mardi Gras Parade. That was fun. You
It
guys
was
are
super
so fun.
Thanks. We were having a pretty good time. I was pretty lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, weren't
Honest.
we all?
Oh, it was fun.
It was definitely Mardi Gras. We had some people earning their beads, if you know what I'm saying.
Quite a bit.
That's the way it
A lot
goes.
of girls dancing on stages. A lot of.
Mimosa out of drinking straight from the craft.
That's right, man. Pulling a damn Rayya over there. Just.
You know?
Chug-a-luggin', chug-a-luggin'.
I believe that is what we call legendary behavior. And,
Hey, there's only one Mardi Gras.
well,
That's right.
Fat Tuesday is tomorrow, guys. On that note, tell me, y'all eat Cajun food?
I love Cajun
yeah,
food.
dude.
What is
Yeah.
your favorite Cajun dish?
Shrimp etouffee.
Shrimp etouffée. What about you?
Man, I like crawfish.
Crawfish. Do you
I
say
like
crawfish or crayfish?
Crawfish. Crawl. Like you got a bug in your crawl.
Ew.
That's a saying.
I know, but you
I saw
should drink
somebody.
for that one.
I saw somebody with a shirt yesterday in the parking lot. You guys probably both would have loved this. It says, "I'll be your crawl daddy."
I'll be your crawl daddy.
You know, there's a minor league baseball team called the Crawdads, and I went to see them, and I kept saying Crawdaddies instead.
Yeah.
I made everybody around me laugh.
Hi, crawdaddies.
Let's go, Crawdaddies.
Yeah, were they zaddies? Craw
I
zaddies?
mean, it's minor league baseball. They're all like 12.
Oh.
So,
Well,
unfortunately, but It is what it is. I'm a gumbo girly, by the way. Since
Gumbo.
neither
Good
of you
deal.
asked,
Good
I can
deal.
eat the fuck out of some. Specifically, seafood gumbo is my favorite.
Yeah, that's so good.
Nova had these really good fried jambalaya balls. Those were really awesome.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Boudin balls are good too.
I think the fair has done something like that before
Man,
too.
if it can be fried, they're figuring it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Facts.
Man.
See, I'm
True
still
facts.
a little raw from my cold. Probably yesterday's activities didn't help. So
Or
sorry in advance
Saturdays
for all the
either.
coughing.
Saturday's probably.
Oh yeah, Saturday was fun. Charlie came over for wrestling for Elimination Chamber.
Some racing.
Nice.
That was a little wild.
Here we go.
And that was after a day of being in the Village's Mardi Gras celebration.
Charlie, you are a party animal. I don't know
Right.
how you
Survive?
keep up.
I don't.
with all that.
I don't
What-
always.
What
Your
is
age.
what is Charlie Van's Monday morning routine following a weekend of absolutely getting obliterated? Obliterated. Wow, words.
So I get up, I cry. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I'm not 21 anymore. I'm not even 30 anymore. No, I have coffee. If you don't like coffee, there's a reason why you should, because that helps. Coffee and ibuprofen.
Coffee and
That's a
ibuprofen.
big one.
Do you
That's
have
a
like
big
a hangover remedy you go to?
Oh, I smoke a lot of weed.
There.
That'll do
and
it.
I'll go over to it's this crappy greasy
Power of
food.
being your own
I go to-
boss.
I go to Chubby's
Yeah.
and eat just dirtbag breakfast. Just as
Ooh.
much like hash browns and egg yolk and steak sauce, a whole bit.
See, I'm like you. Like, if I'm extremely hungover, all I want to do is eat like a big double bacon cheeseburger. Like,
Yeah.
that is the only thing I want.
See, my thing, I don't really get headaches as much. I just feel either exhausted or just nauseous.
You know,
Depends
I'm
on what I
surprised
had.
yeah, that
with
is
how
hard
many hangover shows
carrying
we've
hangover.
had, we've never had this conversation.
What? Hey, how do you recover from this? This is an actual genuine exchange
Yeah.
of
What is
information.
your secret? Some say I know pickle juice. I do have like Gatorade or pickle. I try to do something like that.
Yeah, a little Gatorade,
I
a
got
little pickle.
got into body armors and electrolytes lately. Those seem to help rehydrate me.
Well, that helped me yesterday. There was that group, that guy, that brand ambassador for that free, just handing out those electrolyte drinks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I was drinking. I know some of us were during the day drinking that. I think that saved me from being really hungry. I was doing that and water.
That's
and-
quite an endorsement. You heard it here first.
Yes.
What was the name of the drink?
folks.
What was-
Irrelevant until they pay us.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me later, just so I can add it to my
I
roster.
like how it said not for sale, just sample. You know, I get the reason, but then part of my brain's like, "Ooh, is this even on market test?
Nope.
Nope.
Well,
Probably not.
whatever works, works. I'm
Yeah.
glad all three of us are alive. We made it.
We did.
That's right.
Here we are, Monday night, as per usual. Again, you know, sports things, not anything too crazy going on. So we were talking before the show. Let's lead off with how the combine is going, because the Underwear Olympics are on.
Yeah.
For those of you interested in NFL draft updates, you know, all
The
of the 40.
Underwear Olympics?
Oh, have you never heard it called that?
I've never heard it called that. I guess
Just
that
because
makes
of all the
sense.
workout, the showboating.
and and
Yeah.
they're like in Spanx the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Way to go, fellas.
so Tanner, since you're new to this game, the combine is essentially like a test for players that are trying to be drafted.
Yeah.
So they do the 40-yard dash. They'll run routes if they're receivers. They'll throw
Okay,
balls
they
if they're
hit the flap
quarterbacks.
B thing.
They do
Yeah.
the vertical jump. They do the broad jump. They,
Okay.
They do the bench press.
Let's see what you got. You think you're going to be on the Philadelphia Eagles?
Well,
Let's see what you got.
but here's what.
Ooh, that would be a fun episode if we like went to a gym and put Charlie through a combine
Oh,
workout.
I would
There
love
you
that.
go.
We can
Well,
certainly
good
do
luck
that.
on the vertical jump.
Barely makes my high fives.
Well, it's interesting how many, though, choose not to work out at the combine and they just rely Senior Bowl or just look at the tape. We were talking about this on the way here.
Is
'Cause-
it like a diva kind of thing?
Yes and no, and I also think there's like an injury risk associated with it.
Yeah.
You don't want to like do something during this like fabulous workout and it ruins your draft stock.
Yeah.
I think the combine is better for those guys at later rounds.
Yeah, I
You
think
know.
so too, and especially those like I think it's great for linemen
Yeah.
specifically. Linemen that's one of the best places to look at metrics for them.
Hot.
I would also throw in wide receivers are good to look at.
Okay.
And corners.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known several wide receivers, and if being a diva is part of the deal, then they're probably not going to the combine.
Well, they like to run the 40-yard dash.
They want to
That's
show their
right.
speed. That's the
That's
big
it.
thing.
They all want
That's
to
the
be
big thing.
drafted
Gonna be the
by
next
Mike
Xavier
McDaniels
Worthy?
and the Miami Dolphins to be the fastest team on surf.
Right on. What are these shots for, Charlie? I bought them.
I mean, because we like shots.
Just happy Mardi Gras,
Yeah,
folks.
happy
I hope
Mardi
your
Gras.
Tuesday's
Happy
extra
Monday.
Cheers.
I don't know what kind of weekend everybody out there had, but I hope your week starts off
fat.
great.
That's a little fire, and this is a little ice.
And I'm a little sick, so I'm setting this out.
Yep.
Are you alive? You good, homie?
That one went down a little bit.
So, Charlie, tell me about the combine overall before you deep dive into what the Cowboys have been looking at.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like this year, not every year eyes aren't on the combine, but I think it's just like the battle of who's going to be one, who's going to be two, because we really, really don't know. We knew last year it was going to be Caleb Williams. But
wait, you're telling me they haven't started that rumor where some random quarterback for some random school gets taken, one or two?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's.
Should we start that rumor?
We should. You mean as a Josh Allen kind of? Well, okay, here's some of the rumor bins just coming out from what we've seen so far in the combine. Giants and Jets are both actively trying to move up first overall. Which is not surprising. Giants obviously not going to bring, or not Giants, but Jets not bringing back Aaron Rodgers. So
why would you?
Giants.
Oh. Hey, get ready, podcasting community. That guy's about to be a
Giants
menace.
have been apparently interested in finding a franchise quarterback. There were talks that could have been Matt Stafford. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Rams got a deal done. But I've seen buzz of Russell Wilson, who's out there. Aaron Rodgers is someone to be on the lookout for. They're still probably going to draft a quarterback, but
I feel like we had this exact conversation 10 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shador is
To the Cowboys.
This is just kind of rumors that were talked about.
That's
This is
You
my
just
want
rumor.
it so bad.
Yeah.
That's my
That's the
rumor.
rumor you're going to
No,
spread.
Shador slipping possibly to 6 overall.
Well,
It would
his
not
stock
then
shouldn't
it's
even be that
perfect.
high to begin with.
You're right. But you know who bites on shit like that? Motherfucking Jerry Jones.
Well,
We're drafted, what, 14?
12.
12.
So, and that's going to be interesting because 12 is going to be so interesting to see who falls to 12. Because you have Ted McMillan, who's touted right now as the number 1 receiver, possibly slipping to
What
12.
School? What school?
Arizona.
Okay.
And we did have a formal meeting with him. There's also Matthew Golden, UT, he's apparently turned a lot of heads. He had a fast time. He could be up there early or, kind of around the 12, if not a little bit after that. So there's going to be there's some guys who did turn where the combine did help, I think, with the speed. It's just going to be a tug of war of what you really, really want. Abdul Carter has a fractured foot. He's Penn State's edge that a lot of people in mock drafts had number 1, number 2. So it'll be interesting. Does a team like Cleveland or Tennessee decide to draft a guy like that knowing the injury? It's going to be interesting. There's not anything for sure, I feel, right now, except for maybe Travis Hunter going to the Patriots.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you look at last year's draft, it was pretty much chalk. There were no surprises. You knew exactly who was picking who, and it was really fucking boring.
Yeah, the only one that we thought that the Raiders would go for Penix, they didn't. And then, Atlanta swooped in there. Yeah, slipped in. But
That's
it was
true.
only a matter of time. It was going to be either or. But this one, I really don't know. I'm a mock draft person, and I've been doing this since the fall.
So I'm going to throw a
Sad life.
sus little rumor out there because I haven't heard this. This is just me being annoying.
It could be true, though.
I think somehow Kyle McCord, quarterback out of Syracuse, works his way into the first round of this
Is
draft.
that your rumor?
That's not a. That's some prediction. Is that he's on the Raiders' radar?
Okay, so maybe I'm better at this than I thought.
Well, him, also Indiana. But the one that everyone's looking at right now, and he had a heck of a Senior Bowl, is Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart may end up being the he's right
What
now
an
number 3.
excellent name.
Yeah, I know, for a quarterback.
It's a
Oh,
great
my
quarterback
goodness.
name.
And that was on this rumor
Are
mill
they
that he
picking
could be
their names
first.
these days? I know basketball.
Yeah.
is.
But he's on the rumor mill of maybe a first round. If not, he's definitely going to be a strong second round.
Yeah?
So if maybe the Giants don't draft first round a quarterback, if they go get a franchise, then they're definitely not drafting first round, I don't think. I will say about this quarterback draft, I'm not blown away by it. Even though there's quite many, I think a lot of these guys aren't day one guys. I think a lot of them are going to be developed. Jackson may be the only one that I could kind of say, okay. But even then, I'm just like, I think all these guys need some time.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pay extra attention this year, not just from like a Cowboys perspective, but my dynasty team, my dynasty fantasy team, I have 2 first-round picks. I pick 8 and I pick 12. I made a trade.
Boy.
Yeah.
I traded Dak Prescott away this week for a
Oh,
number
yeah,
1
good.
pick in 2025, or a first-round pick in 2025. So I have a whole at quarterback now. I mean, I've got Jared Goff and Brock Purdy also, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, but I had to get Dak Prescott
Perfect
off my roster.
midfield quarterbacks.
Well,
Yeah.
And speaking of quarterbacks, it was said last week, Stephen Jones said they're interested in taking a quarterback in the draft.
As they should be.
Yeah,
I mean,
you should.
I mean, Dak hasn't played a full season in a hot minute. This injury he's coming back from, we don't know what to expect. A hamstring like being torn off the bone.
32 years old in July.
Yeah, it's a lot of money you've invested here. So it makes sense to start looking in the draft. The whole what's his butt experiment didn't work.
Oh, Trey, yeah, he's gone. We don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen with Cooper, but either way, he's not long-term for you. So you can't keep passing by each draft and miss a guy that you can at least start now developing. And this draft, like I said, there's some solid QBs. I just don't know if all of them are day one ready, but I feel like a few of them will be pushed in kind of like a Carolina situation. But definitely I think we can find somebody we can build. Maybe 5th round. We don't have a 4th round again. So
Well,
and unless we maybe we pull Jordan Love and we're just like, screw it.
well, speaking of draft traded picks for draft. I don't know what I'm trying to fucking say.
Trader Joe's.
Trading for draft picks.
Big trade took place. Debo Samuel to our division rivals.
That's right.
To the Commanders for a 5th rounder. I'm sure that didn't make y'all feel good because it sure as hell didn't make me feel good.
Nah, I'm not thrilled, but like, hey, Debo, go out there and make that money, man.
No,
That's the
no,
way I
I'm
feel
all
about
for it. Like, this is a great move for Debo
Yeah.
to be off that 49ers team, to go to a possible contender in Washington.
For sure.
The trade itself, given everything the Cowboys have done lately, Jonathan Mingo,
Yeah.
really pissed me the fuck off.
Well, that's how it goes, though, isn't it? You know, we see it with the Eagles, where they just find smart ways and smart deals. But also, I think just winning helps that right there. I mean, if I'm looking at the Commanders, I'm seeing them as the future. And nothing's going to elevate better for Jaden Daniels to have a veteran like Debo. If he can stay healthy. But regardless, just having that mentor in your ear.
Man, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem watching NFC East teams get good.
Yeah.
Because that should
It's fun.
put a bug in your crawl.
You would think.
And your crawl, daddy.
Put a surprise in your glory hole.
Hey, gonna have a bunch of glory hole. That's what I'm trying to have.
All right, we're all taking sips of this.
Jiminy crickets.
We went
Yeah,
like
I think we all went on that one.
Louisiana, Jerry Jones there.
What was it, an Arkansas boy?
Yes,
Yeah,
he was.
he is.
Well, California. He was born up until a certain age. He moved
I
to
bet
Arkansas.
he keeps that quiet at dinner.
Oh no, that's why we're at Oxford. Yeah, I know. He's
That's
just
funny
like,
as fuck.
and he does love PBR.
Yeah?
Not the
He
drink.
loves PB. Oh.
The boy.
Ah.
Yeah. But, anyways, we're already.
I
off
was
the rails.
waiting for an obnoxious comment from you.
Ah,
Yeah, that's bullshit, Tanner.
Bullshit.
bullshit.
Oh, fun fact. Did y'all know that TKO now owns PBR?
Who don't they own?
Who's TKO?
Can they own the Cowboys?
TKO is the parent company for the UFC and the WWE.
Yeah.
And now
And
they
they
own
own
PBR.
PBR.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Can they
the
own the
official
Cowboys?
beer of UFC.
No. The bull riding.
Oh.
Yeah.
The bull riding organization, like the one he was
Because
just joking about.
Dana has a bull.
What? Of
Yeah.
course he does. I bet he's got a dogfighting ring, too, because nothing can be more masculine. Good
Lying.
grief. What a dork.
You need to watch Power Slap. And
Yeah,
tell
oh
me
yeah,
how you
power
feel.
slap. He does have power slap.
Power Slap is like hit or miss with me. Like
I don't know what
actually
that is.
So you're saying it doesn't slap?
drink. So Power Slap is literally like if you and I sat across this table from each other and we each got
That's-
5 slaps and we just go ham.
Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely seen those on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's
Power
his
Slap.
league.
That's
That's his league?
Yeah.
That's his. Yep.
Ugh.
You know what? There is a pillow fighting league, and I'm surprised he doesn't get that one.
He's just a walking, talking silverback gorilla of ideas.
There's an MMA night league. That would have been cool too.
Or tag team
MMA.
MMA.
I love tag
dark.
team MMA because it's just like Team USA Canada. Why did they just go out?
Right? I have seen like on the Russian stuff where they do like teams 5.
Yeah,
versus
yeah, yeah, yeah,
5,
yeah.
Where that's insane.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, well, you may as well line up battalions
Yeah.
and just send them into battle.
It's like the Sharks and Jets in West Side Story.
Yeah, and they don't walk in like
But-
this though.
I love that.
Oh,
Jets are gonna have a ball.
Goodness gracious. Well,
Oh boy, we derailed on that one.
you know, all right, so here we are. It is March 3rd.
Uh-huh.
We still got a good chunk of time before said draft.
Yes, we do.
So we will keep y'all posted. We're going to bring in some special guests to talk draft strategy, draft things. And if you guys are good, you'll get a special appearance from none other than my father in April.
Oh, dude, please.
Ken-
Even if we just get him on Discord, that would be so great.
No, he'll be here in person.
Oh,
This is
sign
we
me up.
have to hashtag get Fareed on the show because it'll be entertaining. We were thinking about having the dad show. We'll have Fareed and the OG Charles Van in the building at the same time, sometime this April. What do you think?
The what? Sorry, I was typing on the typewriter.
The OG Charles Van. So we'll have my dad.
Oh,
and
My
your
yeah, your
dad.
namesake.
daddy? You don't want my daddy out here. He's a card.
But yeah, we figured with the draft coming up, why not 2 OG Cowboy fans
Oh,
Yeah.
that molded our.
Let him tell us what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
glory days.
I'm way down. We'll do that on the stage.
Yeah, that would be
That'll
fun.
be a good one.
Yes, we will plan that. So, switching gears away from football, let's talk a little bit about combat sports. And by combat sports right now, I'm talking sports entertainment. Elimination Chamber took place this past Saturday in Toronto, one of my hometowns, where we got to see some interesting.
You're from everywhere, though.
Well, I'm Canadian and I lived in Toronto for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And American.
yeah,
And Indian descent.
yeah, and African descent.
And African.
I'm a
citizen
mess.
of the world.
I'm the
everybody.
melting pot. I'm the one that keeps everybody
That's right.
together.
You're the American dream, I would
am.
say.
Oh, that is the sweetest thing. If I was a wrestler, that should be my name, the American Dream.
Well, there was.
Or a stripper.
There was.
That's
It
Dusty
happened to
Rhodes,
be
Cody
Dusty-
Rhodes.
No,
Oh.
that's where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Let me
That-
tell you what we're gonna do, Jack. I just like drinking more than I like being in the gym, Jack. I'm gonna tell you who it is. Man, he was the most fun to fucking watch. Yeah, you should definitely be the American
The
Dream.
bionic elbow.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
bad.
Well, WrestleMania coming in April. Maybe we do like a cute little shtick where we become personalities for that episode. I don't know.
I'm into it. I call Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
I already have the costume and
I will
everything.
think about it because there's some really awesome women that I wouldn't mind emulating for a day.
China.
No, I was thinking. I didn't know how to answer that one politically. To be perfectly honest,
Nah,
we'll see.
dog. That's a no for me, dog.
It'll be a surprise.
Are you
but
gonna be Rhea? Like just.
It'll be a surprise.
I'm into it.
Maybe I'll be Bianca. I had braided my hair for Saturday and I started twirling my hair.
We'll make Charlie wear a wig and he'll be the Heartbreak Kid.
I love Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
All right, but
You could be the
Elimination
Big
Chamber.
Show.
Oh my God, you guys!
Just get my singlet out, my old single.
That's right.
Micro show.
All
Yeah,
right.
what is that called? Obzeptic or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
your Ozempic Big Show. For sure.
Oh goodness, I'm gonna do y'all's makeup that day.
Oh, can't
It'll be
wait.
fun.
I should be Ultimate Warrior.
raging elephants. Sorry.
So Charlie, Elimination Chamber. Interesting things happen. Now before we get to the big turn of the night,
Everybody cool your jets.
let's talk about the women's Elimination Chamber, specifically Jade Cargill coming in and crashing the party and taking out Naomi.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like she was gonna make some kind of big entrance. You know, she's been off. Obviously, she was attacked, but we thought, well, maybe
These
it's the
things are
Judgment
so
Day,
ridiculous.
and maybe it is still the Judgment Day. But it's not who she attacked. She attacked her friend,
Her frenemy.
her
Oh,
friend and
no.
me, Naomi.
That's like me walking in and just like going ham on Charlie for no reason.
One of these days it's going to happen.
That might. I mean, in the gym, just
It was the the cage slam for me that did me, and I was like, God
Yeah,
damn.
she was. Man, she's strong too. So
I didn't
she-
watch,
Yeah.
but I'm happy to hear the hot takes.
Yes, the hot takes. So that's how it started. So then Naomi gets DQ'd essentially because she
yeah.
had to be stretchered out,
Oh man.
and they had to restrain Jade. Everybody
Hell
goes
yeah.
backstage. We reset, and then the ladies went to work. Anything major stand out to you?
Yeah. I
I don't like women's wrestling, so I'm not
no.
trying to talk
I
here.
thought I mean, anytime you have
You don't like women's wrestling?
Some of their stuff is dumb.
I'll
it's
say
so
this.
like overly sexualized. It's so like they all cry and scream like little bitches when they're in there. Like what I do like Bianca Belair, for example. Bianca Belair will like flip and twirl and like suplex somebody, and I can appreciate that.
So
but
you
I don't like the dramatics.
Serena Williams fucking.
Yeah, too much. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I will say I
It's
love.
exertion, man.
I'd rather them get like razor blades and cut themselves open and be like ugly and gritty and raw rather than like, oh my God, I'm dying. Stupid.
Isn't that for TNA?
You mean total what?
TNA wrestling?
Oh,
Isn't that the-
total stop action.
Total non-stop action. Feels like more their vibe.
I'd
I
say
mean, if you want to see some girls get cut up, man, we can head down and go see some amateur shit.
I mean, I watch MMA. Like I'm used to people
Oh,
getting
I've seen
cut up.
some,
So
yeah.
like,
You got to get into the soap opera of it a little bit, man.
but that's the thing. The girls are not as good at storytelling as the guys are.
It's probably a resources allocation.
Or
They
it's
don't have a
just-
Freddie Prinze Jr. writing all
Yeah,
the
right.
storylines.
I forget that he was involved in creative.
No,
Yeah,
I think for me it's just it's a different type of storytelling that I'm not the target audience for.
Yeah,
And I can
okay.
live with that.
So you were asking about what I thought.
Right
Thank
after
you,
I shit on
Charlie.
women's wrestling. Yep.
Thank you, Charlie.
Bianca. I mean, I think Bianca was great, and anytime you can infuse her into a match, as you mentioned, just her athleticism. I mean, it's kind of good seeing Alexa's Bliss, but you just knew. I didn't think she was gonna win it.
Hold on, that's the other thing. I can't tell Liv Morgan and
And,
Alexa
like,
Bliss
they
apart.
do kind of have the same Harley Quinn-ish.
If it wasn't for the pink hair,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell them apart. They look the exact same to me.
Look, I think this one was very predictable. I think after Naomi and Bianca losing their tag team titles last Monday, I was like, all right, it's going to be Bianca. There's been speculation, a lot of predictions, going to be Bianca because Bianca and Rhea is awesome. That could be a triple threat. We'll see after tonight, after Rhea and Io Sky go after it. But I feel like Bianca being on her own in the spotlight, she handled it so well.
I know, and she's like an actual star. Like
Yeah.
I said earlier, she is fun for me to watch. She's not a bad actress. Like she's
No.
actually like I look at her and I'm like, that's an athlete.
She carries
This-
everyone.
This is somebody I can get behind, and I enjoy watching her perform. And even when she does like her interviews and her like out of ring events, like I enjoyed her. They put her on College Game Day once, and she was really
Hot.
entertaining. Really entertaining. So smart. And
What-
since she has that reality show with her husband, who's also a wrestler, so I mean, I like her. I can get behind her. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
All
That's,
right, we're finding little footholds here and
yeah.
there.
No, but I mean, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great, but I also, like, I think part of me was like, okay, I kind of saw this coming. So when I'm not surprised, I'm like, all right. But I think there could have been a lot more high-def spots I have seen. This time there wasn't as much as, like, last year.
The only thing I remember
Jade Cargill.
outside of that in the women's actual elimination chamber match was Bianca using her hair as a whip.
Yes, that's her thing.
Oh my God, she left like marks on this girl's body. Like it was red and like you could see like a gash, and I was like, God damn, what is
Hell
in
yeah,
that
dude.
weave?
Man, razor blades, that's what you've been looking for this
This
whole
is what I'm
time.
talking about. That's why that's the only thing I clearly remember.
Yeah, man.
So,
So moving on. After that, we had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens,
in an unsanctioned match,
which is so stupid. What the fuck does that even mean?
there's a ref.
No, there was a man in a black shirt and gloves.
Yeah. Just a
There-
street fight.
The only rule is that there are no rules.
Rules.
It's hot.
Yeah. Kevin Owens got the better. But
And
then Randy Orton comes back.
Well, Daddy's
what's the
home.
win condition in an unsanctioned match? A pin?
Somebody has to quit.
Continuous storyline. I
Love it.
mean,
They needed 3 unsanctioned refs to call that match. It was so
Man.
stupid.
Is that just like a dude they pulled out of the crowd? Hey,
well,
hey,
because
you're gonna be
there's
the ref now.
there's a story behind it. So Kevin had attacked Sammy and pile drived him, injuring his neck. So the Raw general manager was like, I can't let you have this match, because you're physically compromised.
Sure.
But then, of course, they continue to get into it. It's like, all right, it's going to be unsanctioned.
Okay, fine.
So, yeah. But, I love seeing those two guys wrestle each other. They're good friends, in real life. They were tag team champions because they are so dynamic.
Sure.
And so, I always look forward to them.
I feel
watched
like
the
we're just
Sami
giving you.
Zayn.
I'm just giving you all the back cliff
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I
We're
think it's good
teaching
TV.
you things.
We know, after watching, Kevin Owens get slammed through a ladder a month ago, that he's down for whatever.
Yeah.
That was insane. They replayed that, and I was like, that moment. I remember the entire apartment went silent. We were
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how you
"No."
survive
Man
that.
is broken in half.
But yes, Randy Orton comes back. We weren't sure, was he going to turn, even though Kevin took him out a couple months ago, we didn't know if that would be a curveball and he would actually align with Kevin and take out Sammy. But of course he goes after Kevin, which I'm thinking they're building up for a WrestleMania.
Yeah,
face-off.
that's what it looks like to me.
That's just in a couple of months. Isn't it?
That is mid-April.
April, Easter weekend.
Easter
Yeah.
weekend,
Is
yep.
that the New Orleans one?
No, this is
Vegas.
Vegas.
New Orleans is next year.
Next year.
Jinx.
Okay.
That would be a fun one to go
I'm in
to.
the lottery for next year to do New Orleans.
Yes,
Ooh,
I want to
fun.
go. I want to go.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want to go too. So we'll have to do a
I want to go, whatever that is, I want to do it.
We're
gonna
do the
My
things.
buddies are like, hey, we got to go to New Orleans. My wife is like, hey, I've never been to New Orleans.
Oh.
Like, well, baby, if I got something for you.
I went for the first time last year.
Yeah?
Yeah. Literally around this time last year was my first time in New Orleans.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
I hope I'm allowed
And
back.
I
in New
earned a
Orleans.
lot of beads.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Did you earn them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You dirty birdie.
I was a whole different person for 2 nights. It was great.
That's what happens, man.
Imagine younger Spryer Charlie out and about on Bourbon Street.
I just imagine a very drunk kid being like, hey,
The
What are
flapping
you- what are
arms,
you
the
doing?
flapping arms. You would
And
get
when I went, it was
excited.
St. Patrick's Day.
nice.
It's like they don't stop Mardi Gras; they just keep going.
Yeah, all
It's
day,
never
every day,
ending.
man. When I went the last time, it was.
What accent is this?
It's
Oh,
a
don't you know?
I've had a Rumpelmints, and I'm starting
And
to
a Miller Lite.
not fighting the Southern coming out. Last time I went, they had Bourbon Street all torn up, so everybody was
Oh, you had to.
relegated to the sidewalks. So it was already crowded, and then you do that, and you're like, what is that?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, no. Yeah, big crowds scare me.
All I did was just keep us in bars instead of on the street, which was fine,
Yeah.
No complaints there.
right? Everything was wonderful. I had a great time. Do it again.
I want to go back.
Well,
Right.
let's figure that one out for
Yeah,
next
come
year.
on, man. Big old New Orleans party.
All right, let's get to the main event here, the men's chamber. You want to break this down? Because you'll do a better job than me.
Yes, the night. This was so anticipated. What was going to happen? Once again, who was going to win? A lot of strong feelings of who people thought were going to win. I always loved the men's chamber. All bet
Who was in it?
John Cena, who
Okay.
didn't have to wrestle anyone to get
How
in.
did anybody even know?
I know they couldn't see him. Your favorite, Logan Paul.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. What
Yeah.
just a stain.
Drew McIntyre.
Isn't he in the New Kids on the Block?
Oh, you mean Joey McIntyre? Scott.
Oh, goodness.
CM Punk.
I can't
And
tell if
Seth
that guy
Rollins.
likes wrestling or hates wrestling.
I know.
Everything I
He's
hear
very
about him,
back and forth. I think he loves being a wrestler. I think it's the corporate, the
feel that.
machine. But I think now with how things are running, I think he has
Did
more
I
of a
tell
freedom.
you when we went to TNA, we sat 2 rows in front of CM Punk?
Oh, no, man.
And he was just very calm, and he kept to himself. And anytime someone would come up to try to talk to him or take a picture with him, he would shoo them away.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, he'd be like, "I'm not having any of this nonsense."
Also, Damian
that.
Priest was in it. It obviously had a few since then, so I can't tell you in the order of the eliminations completely.
I couldn't either.
But it came down to the two people that were most touted to win, which was John Cena and CM Punk, the final two.
Okay.
And I had picked John Cena to win. I just felt like it's his last Elimination Chamber.
Everybody at the party was pulling for John Cena.
There's been speculation, just speculation, but strong speculation. This is the only problem with wrestling now is like there's too many things that kind of get linked out, and a lot of times the rumors tend to add up. Is it they want Cena, Cody? But a lot of people believe it's going to be Punk. And so it comes down to them. John Cena chokes out CM Punk, who is a little compromised. Can
we pause right here?
Yeah.
Can we talk about these submissions in wrestling?
Yeah.
How they're not actually submissions, and it's really annoying to me.
Are you telling me wrestling's fake?
But I mean, like, not even good fake. Like, you
Why
could
would
make
be good
that
fake?
better. Like, you could see the gap between his weenus and his neck.
Yeah.
You have a camera,
Yeah.
like zoomed
Zoom in.
high def, 4K, looking at this thing. If you're in the crowd, you don't give a damn.
So
It's-
You
Still-
think those Make-A-Wish kids were upset that submission wasn't as cool as it could have been?
I'm just saying, there are things that I will never be able to get behind in this world, and
I
that
feel
is
you,
one
man.
of them.
if you follow
sleepers and
MMA,
submissions.
if you follow MMA, especially if you've been in a gym, then yes, because how easily some of these that they pull on, it's not the easiest. But anyways,
Just submit him in real life. What's
But
wrong with that?
I think there's some honor to him choking out CM Punk in the sense of not really getting over on him, but not like doing the attitude adjustment where it's just straight dominant.
Yeah.
So making him choke out. Of course, everyone's excited. Cena wins. The chamber lifts up. Here comes Cody Rhodes, because obviously he knows who he's going to face at WrestleMania. Of course, Q before that, The Rock came out 2 weeks ago and said, Cody, I want your soul. I want you to be my champion. I want you to be. This is kind of remind me of a little bit of if the Stone Cold Vince McMahon,
Yeah.
Stone Cold was so anti-authority, but then he did join Vince McMahon. So everyone's like, is Cody going to turn? Because I'm thinking like, okay, somebody, maybe turn, because having two baby faces versus at WrestleMania, you could make it happen, but I felt something's going to happen.
Two baby faces. Are we
Yeah.
calling Cody a baby face?
He is a
He
baby
is a baby
face.
That guy is ugly as sin.
Okay, well,
what are you talking
it's not
about?
looks.
It's not about looks. It's like
Babyface
who's
is
the
good
good
guy.
guy
That's
versus
what
bad guy.
Yeah.
So they're both good
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but some were like,
Ugly as sin.
He's ugly.
some thought, okay, going back to Punk, they're like, if Cody turns down the offer, who's going to take the offer? Someone like maybe Punk will go corporate Punk. As much as he's been anti-authority, that would be interesting, or maybe somebody else's. So, obviously, he shoots down The Rock's offer. Cena's all excited in the back. Cena goes up to hug him. Then The Rock does the
Yeah, I saw that.
get
part.
that, and boom, right in the nads.
Yeah, right
Yo.
in the nards.
That was
Yeah.
on it. Like, I knew he was gonna do something, but going for the crotch shot.
Yeah, crotch shot. And here's the thing. Cena's been the most consistent baby face. Like, most people turn heel back and forth, left and right.
They're schizophrenic.
Yeah, Cena pretty much, But Cena has been the good guy. And there was a brief moment where he thought they would have him turn heel years ago when he was versing The Rock, but they didn't make it happen. And so he's been the ultimate good guy. So having him turn heel's interested in his last run. Obviously, it did shock some people. I was just thinking somebody's got to turn heel
I
here.
just need to interject here that as all of these things are happening and I have all these men in my apartment, it's me and a bunch of dudes.
It is.
No,
it
no,
was.
no girls, no backup this Saturday. I was by myself.
No yeet there.
Oh,
no,
boy.
no, it was a sausage fest and
A
me.
sword fight.
You had some dogs there.
And all the dogs. Even the dogs are boys.
Boys, that's true.
But these grown-ass men in my apartment are losing their shit. I don't like. Y'all were like really tame for the night up until that moment.
Yeah.
They're like up out of the couch. They're pacing side to side of the apartment. Charlie's flapping his wings so hard I thought he
Yes.
was gonna fly through the ceiling.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
The dogs are confused. Like, it was a moment. Like, the magnitude of John Cena turning heel, to me, I'm like, whatever. This is what wrestlers do. But this isn't something that John Cena does. So that's
Yeah,
why
yeah, he's
everybody
like-
was just,
Such a chill bro.
Well, apparently, like they changed, so they were supposed to be the Rock's offer in the middle before the Elimination Chamber, and they switched it to the end because Triple H, they knew
Yeah.
what they want to do. So also,
Why are
Travis
you
Scott.
so in the know on the inside baseball of the planning of wrestling?
They just
events?
release all this stuff. Nothing
They
secret.
release it all?
Yeah, they talk about it afterwards. They're like, here's what's
see,
happening.
this is the moment where you could have said something cool.
Right?
What? Like that I'm a writer?
No,
no.
that you just have
got an
inside
inside
sources.
man.
I got an inside guy.
Yeah.
No, that's an AEW. But Travis Scott was involved, and
Ew.
he slapped that shit out of Cody, the back of Cody's head.
And he was like saging himself as all of this is happening.
Travis
he's-
Scott the rapper?
Yeah, it was weird.
Can I throw rumors out though?
Yeah.
you can always throw rumors.
Speculations just after that. So go fast back to Bad Blood when it was Roman the Rock. The Rock pulls out a three.
Reputation, Taylor's
The
version.
3.
So John
Got
Cena.
a 2.
Now, here's speculation. Who was with Travis Scott? Raw, January 6th, came out with.
Yeet.
Yes. What does The Rock want to do? Control everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
If Cena wins, well, he could have both champions after Jay beats Gunther. Or maybe Roman's realigning. That one's going to be
He's the most
open.
boring wrestler in wrestling.
There's going to be,
He's just hot.
but maybe it's Randy Orton.
Can't argue with that.
Could be Randy Orton, maybe. He was the. I know that John
Randy
Cena.
Orton?
Yes,
He
John
was
Cena.
popular when I was a kid.
Yeah, but he's always been the best bad guy. I
yeah.
felt,
Okay.
and him and John Cena have a history. They, something that should be John Cena's last match. Also, him and Cody are really good friends. He's Cody's mentor, so wouldn't surprise me. Maybe that. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, all the speculations. My point was, we never had this because we didn't really have the internet, and it was so kept under. So I wasn't complete. My point is, I wasn't completely surprised by the turn, but I'm interested to see John Cena will make his first appearance since turning heel on March 17th overseas.
Yeah?
So it'll be interesting. I mean, he's
Is that a
always good on the
Dubai
mic,
thing?
huh?
Is that a Dubai thing?
No, they're in Belgium or Sweden. One
Or
of
is
them.
that
Oh,
the
nice.
Paris one?
Huh?
Is that Paris?
March 17th, so St. Patrick's.
Maybe it's
It's
Ireland.
not
I don't
that
know.
important.
Anyways, Cena is good on the mic though, so it's
He's
gonna
great,
be.
man.
And honestly, I remember heel Cena. Like when he first got in, came heel Cena. That was gold.
yeah.
So we'll see
Well,
what
I'm
happens.
excited for him. I always wanted to play the bad guy in something, and now it looks like he's getting to do that.
Well, another reason to look forward to WrestleMania this April. Speaking of things to look forward to, I'm just going to jump in here. We have ad space.
We do.
You got a product, you got a business.
Add
we
to
want
it.
to help you get your message out. Reach out to us at admin@pouringtakes.com. Set up a meeting with the lovely me, Charlie, and Tanner, and we'll come up with a plan for you to get all of your things out there, whether it's on this podcast or through our social channels. We have tons of options out there. So just let us know if you're interested.
That's right, man. You can't afford not to.
And also, now that we are in March Madness is just around the corner. Conference championship games are going to be played over the next few weeks. We will have our brackets soon. Stay tuned. We will be doing a bracket challenge for the men's and women's, and of course, throwing a March Madness final on that first Monday in April. So lots of cool shit coming from this crew.
That's right. I
here,
need to.
right
I need
now.
to get to linking our bracket submissions.
Yeah, you won't have to do that for another 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I got you. I'll put it on our calendar. I got
Good.
you. I will handle. All right, real quick before we
If
get out
I
of
win,
here.
everybody on Earth has to take a Rumpelman shot.
Done. I take
Malort.
that bet. Not
Oof.
Malort. Go sit down somewhere.
Oof.
Real quick before we get out of here, big-ish. I don't think it's big, but it is a pay-per-view. UFC 313 is going to be in Vegas this Saturday with the 205 belt on the line between Alex Pereira and
Muhammad Ankalaev.
I just want to make sure I said that right.
I think here's the reason why. It may be not as stacked. I mean, it's still got a lot of good fights as April. However, it's
April's
been
the real
because
deal.
Pereira is superstar. And now he's the guy everybody wants to see fight because he just walks through everybody now.
He looks invincible.
And also, Justin Gaethje's fight, we don't know. Is it going to be his last fight against a rematch? Fiesa, Dan Hooker hurt. So
I was so upset.
So, which, I mean, it's not surprising with his style. But now him and I think jumping ahead, if Gaethje wins this, I think I would love to him and Poirier this summer.
Yeah, that's
They're
the fight that
1-1.
makes sense.
And they're both looking at running off to the sunset. So what better way?
Unless we have a new contender at 155, someone who needs to get a 155 match under his belt before he can go for the 155 belt in Ilia Topuria. Why not have him fight Dustin Poirier?
Fight him in the summer. Yeah. Although that's usually what you would do in a retirement fight.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's a good fight for Ilia to get a shit ton more exposure. It's a contender battle because if he wins, obviously he can move up in the rankings and eventually contend for that 155 belt. And that would be two really hot guys in the octagon at the same time, and I can't argue with that.
That was the most important part that you wanted to put out there. It wasn't anything else.
I mean, it wouldn't be me, right? Without that.
Oh, I have the vapors.
And I think they're looking at doing a New Orleans card.
Ooh.
There you go.
So this summer. So maybe that summer field trip.
Yeah,
New
there's
Orleans.
they announced a lot of fight cards coming up in the next
yeah.
quarter. So looking forward to all of that action.
So all right, main event time. Oh, also shout out Alex Morano, Fortis MMA fighter, also on the card this weekend. Main event, as I said, Pereira versus Ankalaev. Ankalaev obviously known for his wrestling, but Pereira obviously just being a world beater, striker. It's going to be, and Ankalaev said, I'm going to stand with him.
Stand and bang.
Now, that could be deceptive, but I'm going to say this. Alex, though he's not known for his wrestling, he's a big dude, and he's no slouch in the sense that he's not going to be easy to keep down. He does have Glover in his corner. He does come from a good camp there, and he's just such a big, just giant. I don't know how he makes 205. Definitely don't know how he made 185.
So how do you see this shaking out?
I think he catches Ankalaev by the third round. There's something when you become the champion, it just elevates you to a higher level, especially when you're already multiple-time kickboxing champion. Just add that. And I think he's gotten better in the cage, too.
I agree with you. I also think he's going to win by knockout. But it's also good for the brand now for him to continue winning. There hasn't been, we talk about this all the time, there's not a big star for the UFC to rally around.
Yeah.
If there was one, this is your guy.
And he's
the
super likable.
consistency, the fact that he's likable, even his English is getting better, so he's like putting himself out more. I think, writing's on the wall here that he's going to retain. But I would like to see his ground game get challenged, just for my own nerdy appeal. I want to know, has he really buckled down and worked on his ground game? Because like we keep saying, he's the kind of guy that just walks through people. So I do want to see him get challenged on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be and I want to see if Ankalaev could do it. Ankalaev is one of those guys. I mean, he is very good wrestler, but he's very one of those guys. I'm going to prove you. I got to prove something. In the sense of I'll go out and bang. He knocked out Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker isn't Alex Pereira, not even close. And
somebody beat up Scotch.
Yeah,
yeah.
There's
it's
a fighter
Brazilian named Johnny Walker.
And
so we can talk about where his parents.
Oh my goodness.
What they chose, but anyway.
So we both got Pereira. We'll be here. I'll be here Saturday night. So got some people coming out. So come on by
man.
Underdog and restaurant and watch some fights.
Yeah, and I will be on vacation, which means you two are going to be left to your own devices next Monday, boys' night.
True dat. We're trying to get my friend in who won our fantasy football to accept his trophy and talk baseball with us.
Well,
those are two related things.
I wore my Rangers shirt just in case, but I will definitely have all the baseball notes for you when I get back from the happiest place on earth.
Oh, I can't wait.
And you guys have fun. Don't burn anything while I'm gone.
So you're going to watch the fight on Saturday.
We'll be there Saturday.
I'm playing with my 80s band, the Teen Wolves, at, thank you so much, Angel. I'm playing with the Teen Wolves on Saturday at Lee Harvey's.
Ooh, that's such a
Nice.
fun venue. I love Lee
that place is
Harvey's.
super fun. So we're looking forward to that.
Well,
Big weekend, everybody.
it
Big
is.
weekend. Well, whatever y'all choose to do, be safe. Don't, like I said, don't hurt yourselves while I'm gone. I'm not here to take care of you.
Ha!
But thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a great weekend and great week. Cheers.
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 Close it.